Insane. What do you guys think about this shit? Está cabrón este pedo. Está cabrón. How do you sleep? How do you sleep with your sibling, first of all? Second of all, how do you sleep with this homie? Y luego te mataron. It's like, fuck. The guy should have never even touched her. He just, at all. He should have just picked another girl. If she's willing to sleep with you and that's your sister, Chicano. Chicano out, guys.
Incestuous sexual relationships between immediate adult family members and young children are illegal under several offenses in Chapter 22 of the Texas Penal Code. Sexual relationships between certain adult family members are illegal under Chapter 25 and the Texas Penal Code offense of prohibited sexual conduct. According to the Penal Code, a person who engages in sexual or deviant sexual intercourse with an ancestor by descendant, blood, or adoption, a current or former stepchild or stepparent, an aunt or uncle of whole or half-blood or by adoption, brother or sister, nieces, nephews, or cousins has committed prohibited sexual conduct. This chart makes it a little bit easier to visualize the offense of prohibited sexual conduct. The actor is represented by this figure. His spouse is the green figure. It is, of course, legal for him to have intercourse or deviant sexual intercourse with his spouse. If the defendant engages in sexual or deviant sexual intercourse with an ancestor by descendant, blood, or adoption, a current or former stepchild or stepparent, an aunt or uncle of whole or half-blood or by adoption, a brother or sister, nieces or nephews, or cousins, he has committed prohibited sexual conduct. Keep in mind, if he engages in sexual or deviant sexual conduct with a son, daughter, niece, or nephew who is a child, this may rise to the offense of sexual assault or aggravated sexual assault in Penal Code Chapter 22. It is not illegal in the Penal Code for the actor to have intercourse or deviant sexual intercourse with his aunt or uncle by marriage, his brother-in-law or sister-in-law, or his cousin's wife, but it might make for awkward family get-togethers. A person who commits prohibited sexual conduct with an ancestor by descendant, blood, or adoption has committed a felony of the second degree. All other offenses are felonies of the third degree.
A woman is dead and her brother is confessing to the murder. Court documents show that 32-year-old Jose Guzman told investigators with the El Paso County Sheriff's Office that he killed his sister, Carla Chavez de Ortiz, with a baseball bat and a handheld electric massager.
Guzman told police that he and his sister had started a sexual relationship a few months before the murder. Guzman admitted to investigators he had fallen in love and he became jealous and hurt when his sister started having a relationship with another man.
ABC 7's Dylan McKim went to the scene of the crime to speak with neighbors. Dylan, what did you learn?
Eric, Stephanie, this is the apartment where Carla Chavez de Ortiz and her brother, Jose Guzman, lived. It's on the back of an apartment complex property. They moved in together in November of 2021. On February 3rd, Guzman told detectives that he confronted his sister about having sex with another man. She admitted that she had. Court documents show that Guzman lost control after that. He hit her with a baseball bat and massaging tool. He tried to hide the evidence but became scared when he heard an ambulance and ran away. I spoke with neighbors today about Guzman and Ortiz. No one we spoke with was close with either. They kept to themselves. One woman I spoke with said she was surprised when she heard about the murders.
To be honest with you, it was weird because I don't know him that well, but he didn't seem like he was a bad person.
So when your neighbor told you what happened, what was your immediate response?
It was bad. I mean, like, pues, what's going on, because nobody came and told us, you know what, an accident happened, have you heard anything, or stay inside, we're investigating what happened. So it's bad. I mean,
We reached out to Guzman's public defender for comments, but have not heard back by the time of this newscast. Reporting live in Canatillo, Dylan McKim, ABC 7.
A final note on the Texas offense of murder. It can be argued criminal homicides are often committed suddenly and without much thought to the consequences. The Penal Code recognizes that a homicide may be the result of extreme provocation, known as a sudden passion or fit of rage. The most frequent example is a person coming home unexpectedly to find their spouse in bed with another and killing both the unfaithful spouse and his or her lover immediately after making the discovery. Sudden passion or fit of rage is defined in the Penal Code as passion directly caused by and arising out of provocation by the individual killed or another acting with the person killed, and which passion arises at the time or immediately after the offense and is not solely the result of former provocation, or maybe something that happened weeks before. In other words, something so shocking to a person that to a degree they are unable to think with the full faculties of a normal person. Their criminal intent, culpability, or mens rea is diminished in some way or another. Murder which occurs in a sudden passion or fit of rage is not a separate charge in the Penal Code. It's sort of an add-on to the murder statute. Murder itself is punishable as a felony of the first degree. So, should it be proven by a preponderance of the evidence the murder was committed during a sudden passion or fit of rage, that murder will be punished as a felony of the second degree instead of a felony of the first degree.
Mic check, mic check. Welcome to another Chicano Podcast, guys. Today's topic is very interesting. I need to ask my Guatemaltecos some questions here. On behalf of El Paso, we do not, and I repeat, we do not claim this guy. This story is it's just something else, guys. Excuse me, but who the fuck sleeps with their sister? You know what I mean? Like that should be out of your mind, man. Like what? Out of 7 billion people there is in this world, this man decides to sleep with his sister. Like, come on, guys. You're gonna tell me there's not three more beautiful people, or 4 more people, or 100 more people that more hotter and more attractive than your sister? Estamos mal de la cabeza, unos cabrones están de la chingada. Well, let me give you guys some context. So this guy is from Guatemala, and this is where the question comes from. A toda mi gente de Guatemala, ¿qué pedo este güey que yo sé que no puede ser cierto que está bien que se estén echando uno al otro entre hermanos? Está muy cabrón. Un vato aquí del Paso, ¿verdad? Vamos a empezar ahí. Un vato aquí del Paso. He ended up, ¿verdad? Sleeps with his woman. Well, his sister. And he invites a guy over, right? One of his homies, blah 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 blah. And I guess he's in a serious relationship with his sister. And he lives about 25 minutes away from me. And this is what's, I mean, troubling. So not only is he sleeping with his sister, but he's in a relationship with her, right? And he met her. This is where it gets crazy. So he met her, and he ended up knowing that was his sister, and he ended up sleeping with her, still making her his chick. Ahora, la mujer, la hermana, ¿qué estás pendeja? ¿Qué estás loca? No hay otra gente, otros vatos, otros chiles. Well, apparently there is. Pero come on, why do you have to go sleep with your brother, man? But yeah, so this guy, Jose Manuel Guzman, which is 32 years old, allegedly, ¿verdad?, killed his sister in a Canotillo home they shared when he attacked her with a massage instrument. And those are quotations. No sé si es un massage instrument como para un pinche vibrator o un dildo, ¿verdad? And then he ends up beating her with a bat. You know what I mean? Let's dissect this shit, guys. So she got beat with a vibrator or a massage instrument. And then he ends up getting a bat and kills her. Guzman allegedly snapped after he learned of his sister being with a male friend who visited a night earlier. So llegó un compa, este güey, se pusieron a pistear o algo. Llegó el compa dijo, oh, you're fucking your sister. Saying, pues I'm down. You know what I mean? Let's fuck your sister or something. You know what I mean? Pero pinche vato, pues the homie is fucking your sister, pues ya te quitó tu sister, you know what I mean? Which is the right thing, porque pues why the fuck are you fucking your sister? Pero entonces, dice, he then tried to, so he ended up beating her ass with his vibrator, and then he kicks her ass and kills her with his bat, and then he ends up trying to mop up the blood in the home, and he fled as he heard the law enforcement approaching. He was later arrested and slapped with a murder charge, and is in jail on a $1 million bond. Prosecutors say Guzman is from Guatemala and is a legal U.S. resident. They say although he is not a U.S. citizen, he has lived in El Paso since he was 3 years old. And this is where I will say, on behalf of El Paso, we don't claim this guy. Esas marranadas no se hacen aquí. Ese está muy cabrón. Oye, a tu carnala. Tantas pinches viejas que hay. ¿Cómo te vas a echar a tu carnala? Eso está mal. Dice, since he was 3 years old and only recently learned he had a sister in Guatemala, they met, allegedly began a sexual relationship, according to authorities. Why would you do that? Like, oh, you meet your sister and you fall in love? What? Se mamó. Also, El Paso prosecutors say that Guzman was a drug dealer. So te digo, este güey pues ya andaba mal, andaba jodido mentalmente. He ends up a drug dealer. He has criminal charges, including in 2017, where he was accused of breaking a man's arm with a baseball bat and smashing windows. So this guy's about it. You know what I mean? Es pinche loco. Le gusta la violencia, todo el pinche pedo. Pero pues, oye, bro, no te quita. Like, why? You know what I mean? Why the fuck? Can somebody explain this to me? Why would you fucking sleep with your sister? Why? Y luego la sister también. Why would you sleep with him? Pinche vieja loca. That's disgusting. What can I say about this, guys? This is disgusting. I have to be honest. And then the worst part, he beats her with a massage instrument and a bat. He kills her. Now, let's put it into context. Let's talk about this. If you, it's because it's hard to say, oh yeah, well if you're fucking your sister and that's your chick, you know what I mean? These hoes ain't low. Oh my god, I'm done with this. Like, this is too much. So let's say your sister's your chick, and then you invite one of the compas. Let me see. There you go. And then you invite one of the homies. The homie's like, oh fuck. Like, this chick must have been, I know, rest in peace. But this chick must have been like a dime piece for your homie to be like, ¿sabes qué? I know you're fucking your sister, pero pues préstamela. You know what I mean? Luego esta pinche loca también pues se metió con el compa. You know what I mean? Where the moral, you know what I mean? Not only did she break the incest rule, is that you shouldn't be sleeping with your siblings. You know what I mean? And then you end up hurting your man or brother, and then you fuck up another moral rule, is you sleep with your man's homie. Oh, no. It's just baffling. This is. What do you guys think? The questions here are too fucked up because let's say, did she deserve to get killed? No, I don't think nobody deserves to get killed. Did she deserve to get her ass beat? Well, she's breaking a rule, da 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 da, a moral rule. I don't know. There's touchy subjects right there. You know what I mean? Pero, oye, aquí está cabrón este pedo. 25 minutes away from my house. 25 minutes away from the house. Right, all over El Paso. Insane. What do you guys think about this shit? Está cabrón este pedo. Está cabrón. How do you sleep? How do you sleep with your sibling, first of all? Second of all, how do you sleep with this homie? Y luego te mataron. I said, like, fuck. The guy should have never even touched her. He just, at all. He should have just picked another girl. If she's willing to sleep with you and that's your sister, Chicano. Chicano out, guys.